Andy De Santis. Hey, Andy, how's it going?
Doing well. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, thanks so much for coming back to the show. I'm really pumped because today we've partnered with You Theory. And Andy, you're here to talk about how we can decrease stress in our life, which honestly sounds like a good thing.
Very, very important for all of us, absolutely.
Totally. Okay, so you say that there's actually some like nutritional strategies that can help us reduce our stress levels.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of interest in around how the gut microbiome and our gut bacteria can influence our mood and our stress levels. And today we're going to talk about foods that have a positive influence on our gut bacteria.
Okay, I like that. It's like there's a little party going on and we're just trying to keep it going.
There's trillions of people at the party.
Yeah, trillions of people at the party. All right, let's start off here. What are we talking about?
So we have some what are called prebiotic foods, which is just a fancy way to say they feed our healthy gut bacteria. And they do it in different ways. And we have asparagus, which is high in polyphenols. We have bananas, which have resistant starch. And we have apples, garlic, leeks, dark chocolate, also very high in polyphenols, which polyphenols is just a fancy word for compounds that are good for our gut bacteria.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Cabbage as well. So all of these foods here, scientists really strongly believe they have a positive influence on our gut bacteria. If they influence our gut bacteria, there's some evidence to suggest it's going to help reduce our perceived stress levels.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
I love this. And honestly, right here, I can make something delicious already. I'm thinking about it.
It's a recipe challenge.
It's a recipe challenge
100%.
for sure. Now, sticking in the world of food, what do we got going on here?
So this is legumes, pulses, and we talked about this before. I consider these to be the most underrated, underappreciated family of foods.
I agree. And Canada grows a lot of these too.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, that's
which is
a big
awesome.
win, a big win. Very easy to work with. They have a lot of really valuable properties, including a large amount of fiber. Now, the unique thing about their fiber content, because it's so big, they have different types of fiber that feed different types of bacteria.
Oh, okay.
And that's the joy of getting diversity in our diet. All of these different foods, yes, they positively influence our gut bacteria, but they do it for slightly different in slightly different ways and for different reasons. But the net effect is very similar and it's very good.
Okay, that's fantastic. And the other thing about beans in general and legumes and things is it's also got that protein, which is also good for us,
Protein,
of course.
magnesium, potassium, calcium, all things that most of us would do better to have more of.
Okay, fantastic. I love that. Now, again, sticking in the world of food, I feel like this is one that we hear a lot about. We're talking fermented foods.
Yes, the kimchi, the kefir, the sauerkraut of the world. So where these foods are more the food for the gut bacteria, these are the healthy bacteria themselves.
Oh, okay.
So when you introduce these to the system, there is a massive net benefit. It helps to create a more favorable environment for the bacteria that are already there to thrive. So it's kind of bringing some friends to the party, improves everyone's mood.
Okay, I like these are like good vibes.
100%.
Yeah, that we're bringing in.
Very good vibes. Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, now we're good in the world of food. Next up, we wanted to talk a little bit about some behavioral things. What are we talking about first?
Let's start with breathing exercises. And this is something that I've really become a fan of in the last few years because they're easy, they're accessible, and they work. We have good evidence, like reduces cortisol, makes us more relaxed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through some diaphragmatic breathing.
Okay,
so just put hand on the chest, hand on the belly, and we want the chest to stay still, and we want the belly to expand from the bottom of the lungs. So you're gonna inhale for 4 seconds.
Okay.
Hold for 2, and through pursed lips, exhale for 6. Right. Now, you can do this for a minute or two for something like, kind of like an instant stress relief, but if you do it for 5 to 10 minutes, multiple times a week over time, it's gonna make really tangible changes to the way your body works, and it's an accessible, easy way to help manage stress, and I love it for that reason, is that everyone can do it.
Honestly, I feel better already. That one in and out genuinely was good.
And you're really thinking about this stuff, so that alone distracts you from the noise in life.
Completely. Again, breathing in your stomach is different than how we normally breathe. That's
100%.
amazing. Okay, now we've got definitely not food. We're talking shoes. What's going on here?
Yeah, no prebiotic fiber. So nature, walking in nature, you know, walking at all, and I tell my clients all the time, walking is good for you, obviously, walk more, but if you can walk in nature versus an urban setting, even if it's just like a park at a park, we have actually evidence that this is even more relaxing, even more beneficial. It affects the way our brain works, it helps to reduce stress levels, cortisol levels, all that fun stuff, and there's just something about being in nature and the human brain and the human body that just go together.
That's fantastic. So, I love that, and always good for a walk in the park.
Yes.
All right, next up, you also wanted to talk a little bit about how supplements can really help as well.
Yes, absolutely. So what we have in front of us here is ashwagandha by You Theory. So ashwagandha is a really unique supplement that's actually backed by a lot of clinical evidence, okay? And so You Theory's product has the right type of ashwagandha in the right dosage. That really is in line with the science. And what ashwagandha does is it reduces our perceived stress levels. So if you have someone take, you know, a survey about how stressed they are, and you have them take ashwagandha for a few weeks, they do that survey again, their stress levels in terms of like how they're going to perceive them, how they're going to think about them, are probably going to go down.
Okay, cool.
Right? And And there's actually even more studies on ashwagandha. This really speaks to how beneficial it is to reduce stress. So some of the other benefits we see with products like this are a reduction in an improvement in sleep quality, for example.
Which definitely helps.
Improvement in physical performance. In men, we see small increases in testosterone levels. We see better memory, better memory scores and so on. And the reason for this, again, is because stress is so tied in to all of the body's functions.
Yeah.
So anything we can do here today to reduce stress, it's inevitably going to have carryover effects on your quality of life, your health, your happiness. It's pretty much inevitable.
I absolutely love it, Andy. Thank you so much. You got one more thing, right?
Youth Theory wants you to experience this year's Toronto International Film Festival for a chance to win tickets to a gala screening, VIP access to a red carpet suite, and travel expenses. Visit Youth Theory on Instagram to enter their contest.
Andy, great job. Thank you so much. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.